Welcome everyone. My name is Virginia Parsons, your Hangout mentor, and I am here today to introduce you to a very special person, Dr. Paul Henning, who is the Metabolic Nutrition Coach. Welcome, Dr. Paul. How are you?
Hi. Hi, Virginia. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You tell us a little bit about how you got started with your passion on metabolic nutrition and what it means to our viewers on helping them ultimately have the highest level of health and well-being.
Sure. Yes. So when I was young, I fell in love with fitness, nutrition, and I always had a thirst to learn more and more. So I went to school for it. I did my undergraduate and graduate degrees in exercise physiology, and I got more certifications in strength and conditioning and advanced nutrition and supplementation. And I just love sharing my passion with people, and especially helping them achieve the health, energy levels, and body shape that they always want.
Well, I know there's a real need for this, Dr. Paul, and you know, people struggle with body image and their weight and trying to lose fat. And why is it that they struggle so much with this? It seems to be an epidemic in our country today.
Yeah, great question, Virginia. And it really is. It really is. And it seems like it's getting worse, especially, and it's sad to say, even in our youth. I know the research shows that obesity is climbing. And what I really think is going on, I think first that usually people, when they undertake some type of program, they fixate on an outcome. They just kind of focus on, they want to lose that 10 or 20 pounds, and they give no thought at all to the underlying reasons on why these problems are occurring. I think another thing is that people launch into something that's unsustainable. What I mean by that is that they just decide that they want to lose weight. They're going to just cut calories, cut this, cut that. They're going to start exercising like crazy, go to the gym, exercise 6 days a week, and within a few weeks, they burn out, and it's very unsustainable. A third thing is, I think, what one of the real problems is that there's such an overwhelming conflicting information out there. People go to the bookstore when they want to learn about how to lose weight, or they'll Google something, and they'll find 10 different things, and they all contradict each other, and it gets very confusing. And some people, I know people that just give up because they're so confused.
Well, I can understand that, because I've seen how many books are out there and how many different diet programs are out there. So what are these the main reasons people fail, or are there some more detailed information you can provide people about why they're failing at losing the body fat that they really want to get rid of?
Yes, Virginia. Yeah, I think what we know from research and what I kind of see working with people, there's really four main reasons that why people fail at fat loss and achieving the body they want. Number one is that they use exercise as a trade-off. First of all, that's kind of a main reason why they fail. So what a lot of people are very much underestimate how many calories they burn from exercise. So in other words, they'll use it as a reason why they could rationalize on why they can eat more over the weekend, and then they'll think, hey, I'm just going to burn that off, or I exercise today, I'm going to go out and have this or that or that, and they make poor choices. Number two is that second reason is they start cutting calories. So a lot of people, when they want to embark on a program to lose weight and get in shape, they just start cutting things out. And the problem is that that's all well and good, but we need to replace that bad stuff with good choices, and that's where a lot of people get wrong. And what this does is that it just creates a set point in our metabolisms where when we cut calories, our metabolism just slows down. So learning how to replace them with the appropriate choices is very key. The third thing on why people fail is that they don't realize that muscle mass matters. And I see this a lot, is that people just kind of like, they go out and they do the wrong type of exercise a lot of times. They just do long, steady state cardiovascular exercise, and that's about it. A lot of people don't give that attention to strength training and a progressive resistance exercise program designed to build muscle, because muscle is so key to driving our metabolisms up and getting the results we want and keeping them permanently. The fourth reason is that, real simply, habits always beat good intentions. And it's just a fact is that we all have habits that are ingrained in us over the years, and we just don't know how to change them permanently into good habits and integrate them into our lifestyle. So that's one of the things that I teach too, is like about habits and how to identify them, how to change them, and how to implement them. So
I think that's very important, because if it doesn't become a habit, then you're constantly struggling. It has to become second nature. That makes total sense to me.
Yes, exactly.
So what's the secret then, Dr. Paul, to really achieving your ideal body and in a healthy way?
Yeah, I think really the secret is not what most people think it is. Like, a lot of people think, hey, just tell me, give me the secret. What should I eat? What should I not eat? That kind of thing. I get that a lot. You know what? The real secret is to find your why. Find that deep-seated reason on why you really want to change and achieve that body shape that you want to. So in other words, find that commitment within yourself, and if you find that and it's strong, I definitely have a program that will address every single other variable that there is that you could come across.
So if you have your why, and it's a big enough why, you've got the solutions for them. Is that right? What sort of solutions do you offer, Dr. Paul?
Yes, exactly. So first, what I offer is, as an introductory to my program, and actually to reiterate and go into a little bit more detail, I always start people with a free fat loss course, and that's you could get that right off my website. It's www.paulhenningphd.com, and right there it is. So that'll give you a good introduction on what the program is about and kind of what are some of the key influencers of our metabolism and how we could drive that. There's a lot of free reports and recipes that come with that. And then for an additional detailed information and what I can do when I take clients through a transformation program is I take them through my Metabolic Precision Nutrition online coaching. And what this is, Virginia, is it's a 12-week intensive course where there's going to be certain tasks that they got to do throughout the 12 weeks and send me information, and I critique stuff and send it back to them, and I keep them accountable. I coach them throughout that whole process. And it is such a wealth of information how they'll learn how to integrate this into their everyday life. They'll learn the right type and the right amount of exercise, and they'll learn how to utilize the power of nutrient timing, learn how to do metabolic precise meals that are geared toward fat loss, muscle recovery, and enhancing your energy levels. So it's a very extensive 12-week program.
Well, it sounds like it's totally science-based as well, which I think is what people are looking for instead of all the fads that are out there. What kind of transformation can someone expect in a 12-week period, Dr. Paul?
Yeah, great question. That is a great question, and I get that a lot from clients. They sometimes ask, like, when am I going to see results? When am I going to start looking good? And that kind of thing. And you know what? It really matters on the current state of an individual's metabolism. And what we do at the very start of this 12-week coaching is something that's not done anywhere else. It's called a metabolic classification. And what this is that the client will go through a 15-question program, basically asking a lot of things about what their past diets and all that kind of stuff. And what it does is it gives us a great starting point on that particular individual's metabolism. So we know exactly where to start with the right type and the right amount of exercise. that's very specific to that individual. And it also lets us know basically maybe how long it will take to start seeing results. So really, their metabolism has to get at the right place before the results can start happening. And then once that metabolism is set, results happen, and then they can keep them permanently.
Well, that's why you're called the metabolic nutrition coach, because you're taking them from the point that they're at, and then you're customizing it to some degree, it looks like, so that the program is working for them from where they start. Is that right?
Exactly, Virginia. And I think that's a great point you make, because as you know, everybody comes from different backgrounds. Everybody has their own individual, specific influencers of their metabolism and where they were in the past, how many diets they might have tried, that kind of thing. And this all affects us in our metabolism. So I take that individual person and very specific to where they're at, where their starting point is, we start building their metabolism with the right nutrition, the right type and amount of exercise. Then over time, their metabolism will improve, and then they'll start getting the results. And the results, I mean better body shape, better health, and more energy levels.
It sounds like something that the whole country needs, or at least a high percentage of it. Thank you so much for your information, Dr. Paul. And again, if you would like to get more information, you can go to his website at paulhenningphd.com, and you can find the free e-course there, as well as connection to his coaching program. Is that correct?
Yes, that's exactly correct, Virginia. Yep. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate the time. Bye now.
Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.